Here's something that nobody warns you about. The better you are at what you do, the worse your videos probably are. Not because you're not smart enough, but because you're too smart. You know your craft so deeply, so automatically, that you've forgotten what it feels like not to know it. And that one blind spot is quietly pushing prospects away from your videos before they ever pick up the phone. There's a name for this. Psychologists call it the curse of knowledge. And once you understand it, you'll never make that confusing video again. Come with me. The curse of knowledge is simple and almost impossible to feel from the inside. Once you know something well, you can no longer imagine what it's like not to know it. Picture tapping out the rhythm of a song that everyone knows on a tabletop, okay? In your head, you hear the whole melody, the instruments, the words. It's obvious. But the person listening hears only a string of random taps. They have no idea what song it is. You're convinced it's clear because you can hear the music, but they can't. All they get is the tapping. That gap is exactly what happens in your videos. In your head, every concept comes with years of context attached. To your prospect, your words land as taps on a table. You're hearing the music and they are hearing the noise. And you can't feel the difference because the music never stopped playing in your head. When you're an expert, you skip steps without realizing it. You use shorthand that your prospects had never heard. You answer the question that 3 layers deep while they're still standing at the front door of the topic. And here's the part that actually costs you money. When a prospect can't follow you, they don't blame your explanation. They blame themselves. They feel a little lost, behind, maybe a little bit embarrassed, and nobody hires the person who makes them feel dumb. So they don't comment, they don't argue, they just quietly click away and watch someone else. Someone who probably knows less than you, but explain it in a way that makes them feel smart. That competitor isn't winning because they're better than you. They're winning because they are clearer. The answer is not to dumb down things. Your prospects are intelligent professionals, and they can smell condescension instantly. The answer is to assume that they are sharp, but brand new to your world. So start by saying the thing that feels too obvious to mention. That obvious thing is usually the exact piece that your prospect was missing. Define your terms in plain language the first time that you use them. Cover one idea per video instead of cramming in everything you know. And before you record, run the coffee test. Could you explain this to a smart friend across a coffee table in a few sentences without losing them? Because if not, simplify until you can. Watch for the small words that give the curse away, like obviously, of course, as you know. Every time one of those slips out, stop. Because the thing that you just called obvious is probably the thing that your prospect does not know yet. Those words don't make you sound smart. They make the viewer feel like they missed the class that everyone else attended. Once you interview a client on camera for a testimonial, in person or remotely, you will notice that they explain your value better than you do. That's not an accident. They aren't cursed with your knowledge. They describe the transformation in the plain words that a prospect actually uses. So pay attention to how they say it. That is your script. Here's the twist that makes this worth the effort. When you explain something complex in simple human language, you don't look like less of an expert. You look more expert. Anyone can hide behind jargon. It takes real mastery to make a hard thing feel easy. When a prospect watches your video and thinks, wow, that finally makes sense, they don't conclude that you are basic. They conclude that you are the one who can actually help them. Clear beats clever every single time. So the next time you record, remember the tapping on the table. Your prospect can't hear the music in your head. Your only job is to play it out loud, one clear note at a time. Do that, and the people who used to click away will start booking calls instead. That's it for today. Before you go, please don't forget to give us a like or leave a comment. And if you haven't done it yet, subscribe to our channel to stay informed about everything related to video for business. See you in the next video line.